Deflection goal. Jankowski just had a tip that was close. Maybe this is going to be the night of the tip.
Well, we'll see. Had several of them throughout the years. Now this one deflected out in front, looking for that tip, and Kochetkov, that's a sturdy save. Here comes Martinook trying to work around Nemitz. He was defended neatly. This one comes back out to center ice.
Kochetkov has got to slow himself down. And, you know, because even he made that to be an adventure of a save.
Now Markstrom comes out of the net to try to play it. Canes have Jarvis knock it down. Jarvis trying to get a stick to it. Nason, though, will deflect it back into the Kane zone. And Kochetkov comes out. He has to play that one away. He does from Cotter. Carolina can clear. Jarvis with it now. Svechnikov with him. Svechnikov to the backhand. Markstrom with a save. And he will quiet it down right there. 5:51 left in the first. Devils lead the Canes 3-0.
Barbecue season is back. Hey, it's Ellen.
And this is Sarah Beth.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is that zesty barbecue sauce. I love that it was a little sweet, a little tangy, and with the mac and cheese,
I feel like I tasted the brown sugar bacon first. It was the absolute best combination. Pro tip, 3 sandwiches are always better than 1.
Order the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich and our Coca-Cola on the Chick-fil-A app for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Who wants to save up to $1 a gallon on gas with Harris Teeter fuel points? It's easy. Shop at Harris Teeter with your Vic card. Earn 1 fuel point for every dollar spent. Redeem your points for gas savings at Harris Teeter fuel centers in our partnering Amoco and BP gas stations. You can even check your fuel points in the Harris Teeter app. Earn 4 times the fuel points when you shop today through Tuesday. Harris Teeter, in food with love.
For almost a decade, the Hurricanes have trusted their t-shirt needs with Cardinal Apparel. Carolina Hurricanes alumni Shane Will is here to tell you Cardinal Apparel has expanded and relocated to better serve their clients across the state. Formerly known as Raleigh Screen Print, Cardinal Apparel will produce high-quality screen printing while working directly with customers. Don't waste your time online trying to order through third-party vendors. Save money and time working with Cardinal Apparel. Visit cardinalapparel.com to start your order today.
Frederik Andersen not available tonight, Tripp, because this happened in Game 4.
Well, when it happened, because Freddie Andersen was in the zone, the reason I felt so strongly about the intent, you've got to move on just like everybody else, is because he was playing at the level he was. To Kochetkov's credit, you know, he was able to preserve the victory, but it can change a whole series when your goaltender who's going then is not available. But you got to move on. Kochetkov, for me, he's just got to be quieter. It's easier said than done with his body to be, you know, so he can absorb pucks and have good rebound control, and then much quieter with his feet than he has been here in this first period.
5:51 remaining in the first. As the Canes trailing New Jersey 3-0. As you just talk about him playing quieter, as this puck goes into the Devils bench.
The moment of the period is the first goal. And, you know, I would bet that the Hurricanes coaching staff thought long and hard about challenging this, because not only was Haula in the crease, but he was whacking at it. But when a goaltender is down and out, and it's a good goal on the ice, even with your perfect penalty kill at that point, you can't really challenge it. If he was square in a controlled position with what Haula did, I think you could have.
As Martinook comes charging in on Pesce. And now the Canes trying to find a way to get on the board before the first period comes to a close. Dumoulin will get to the puck, work it out, and here comes Hischier. He'll drop this. New Jersey working centered out in front. Kochetkov with a save. Palat with another opportunity, but Svechnikov will scurry this one away. He's got Slavin hustling with him. Shot by Svechnikov, and Markstrom makes the save.
Love to see Svechnikov, even though it turns to be a good blocker save, shoot the puck. That's a good sign coming off that hat trick.
Now Svechnikov turning away from Mercer. He'll sidestep Bratt, but he'll lose the puck. And New Jersey rolls it back on Siegenthaler. Siegenthaler's pass kicked away by Orlov, but it'll bounce for Haula, who works it around the boards. Svechnikov, he'll help clear it out with Aho. Only as far as center. Hamilton will scoop it up. His pass for Mercer. Blake helping out defensively. Now it'll be knocked free. Off the boards by Chatfield for Blake. Blake, he'll get it to Carrier. Across for Orlov. Orlov drags, can't shoot it. As Siegenthaler got in the way, the former Cap teammates. Now Mercer with it. Trying to work around Taylor Hall. Dawson Mercer will go around the end boards with it. Tatar will step out with it. He was the only one who knew where the puck was for the moment.
The Devils have done exactly what they did in their start in Game 2. Talked to Sheldon Keefe about it this morning. They've really outletted, got out of their own zone quickly. They've had a shooter's mentality right from the get-go to not overpass, especially with a new goaltender in. But that's where Sheldon Keefe thought they got off to the good start in Game 2.
I'm not trying to be trite here, Trip, but how important in the playoffs is it to be simple? You don't have to overdo things.
Especially on the road.
And New Jersey doing that right now. They built a 3-0 lead. Now Nemec will get this to Cotter. Cotter, he ducks the hit of Kotkaniemi, and he'll come up with the puck. Trying to work around Walker. And this will be scooted in the air. Mason got a touch of it. Kanezo can clear it out. All fenced at it. And it'll come its way to Robinson. Now Robinson tries to go through the legs, but it'll find its way to Nemec as Casey is starting to get his sea legs under him here in his first ever NHL playoff game.
Smaller guy, he played that quite well, did Casey. Back when he was at the U.S. development program before going to Michigan, he only trailed Lane Hudson in the points department from defense, and we know what Lane Hudson did this year.
And is doing in the postseason with 5 assists for Montreal, although Washington up in that series 3-1. As the Canes will roll this one in, Dumoulin behind his own net. And we'll work this one forward. And now here comes Brett Pesce. Pesce into the Canes zone. He shot up high, and save made by Kochetkov. Stankoven will flip this one high into the Devil zone, and that is going to come back into the Canes end, icing on Carolina.
It's about mental toughness and digging in. At this point, Kochetkov has got to know, I've got to build a game. Goes off of Meyer's skate. Meyer looking for a second of the period. You counter. And I think Svechnikov was trying to go between the arm and the body on the blocker side. You can see a little bit of a reach from Markstrom. I think he missed his shot location. I do like seeing him shoot the puck. Slavin, I know he scored a gorgeous goal in Game 2, but he's the other guy on a 2-on-1. You like to see Andre shoot there.
And now for Carolina, with 2:28 left in the period, it'll be Jankowski against Hischier. Canes have a couple of players on the ice for about 40 seconds right now, but Hamilton misplays it, and that'll allow Martinook to get this one out. And he'll push it into the Devil zone, taken down by Hischier. And New Jersey will spin it back into the Carolina end. Faking a play with it is Jarvis. He'll take a big hit along the boards, and Dowling will come up with it across the rink for Hamilton. Side of the net for Bratt. That'll be intercepted by Jarvis. It was Hall who hit him the first time, and Hall looks to hit him again. Now Stahl. He'll hit Dowling. Markstrom behind the net. Able to play it up for Siegenthaler off the glass and into the Kane zone. Chatfield has to hustle after it as he goes into the corner with Bastian. Around the boards it goes. Svechnikov with a touch. And he'll push this one out. Now the Canes can get numbers. Svechnikov coming in on the backhand. He'll stop. Spin, trying to get a shot through. Blocked out in front. Puck still loose. Canes whack at it. And it'll find its way to Tatar. Svechnikov has created 2 good looks here. Now he's got to come out of the New Jersey zone. And icing will be called as he was trapped in there with a minute 24 left. Rather, offside called with a minute 24 left here in the first period.
Jarvis made a really good decision in the neutral zone because he forced a turnover, but he didn't have the speed that Svechnikov did. So he just let Andre skate into it. Dumoulin's been very good in this series, but Andre just kept fighting. It created 2 good chances. You're down 3-0, but Svechnikov, for me, offensively in this first period, has picked up right where he left off with his hat trick Sunday afternoon. Jarvis made a really good decision not to try to play it himself after he caused the turnover. Let Andre skate right into it in transition.
He sure will win this draw away from Aho. 80 seconds left here in the opening period. New Jersey, 3 goals in the first 10 minutes. And they've built a 3-0 lead here at Lenovo Center. Now a chance for Siegenthaler to get this in deep around the Kane zone. Waved at by Slavin. Aho will get to it. Canes can't clear, kept in by Nemitz. Now a drive there will be deflected by Meyer, and that'll go over the glass into the netting.
You know, Mike, I said to Sheldon Keefe this morning, I said, you know, Sheldon, you had a great start in game 2 here. You lost the game, and a great start in game 3. And then he said, you know what, Trip? We actually had a good start in game 4. If you look at the chances that they had, I think Palat in particular in the first, shift of the game on Sunday. He's right. So he's like their last 3, immediate starts. And they've had a terrific one here in just about the first period tonight.
And they'll win this draw here. Back for Pesce, looking to get that through, but he was defended well out in front. The shot will find its way through, and Kochetkov in Carolina will find a way to clear it out. As Kotkaniemi, he's taken down by Pesce, finding his way into the Devil's zone. This will be scooped up by Glass. Glass trying to work around Walker. Can't do it. 35 seconds left here in the opening period. Kotkaniemi will get this in deep. Markstrom out of the net to play it. He will for Dumoulin. Now across for Pesce. Now this will be stepped into by Walker. And a penalty coming up as Walker will draw it with 17.8 seconds left in the first. And Cody Glass not agreeing.
New Jersey penalty number 12, 2 minutes, interference.
Gord Dwyer working this game with Pierre Lambert. New Jersey, the only previous power play in this game. Puck is aerial. Walker's going in to play it. And Glass, I think the argument from Dwyer was, he extended that right part of his lower body the last second. This sets the table for what has been Carolina's best period all season long at home in games 1 and 2, the second period. Ideal you get one late, but it sets the table if you're going to get back in.
Well, Svechnikov right off of the draw. And Markstrom will make the save, and that will go over the glass into the netting.
Boy, Svechnikov's been good. This is so much harder to create this chance if you're a lefty, because he's got to get it to his forehand. He did a great job and went after the blocker like he did on that 2-on-1. Way easier if he's a righty.
Now Aho will take the draw again. And the same setup. Canes trying to get it free. Svechnikov pulls his way through, but Dumoulin able to bat it up. 5 seconds left here in the period. Pesce with it. He'll take a look and just flip it into the Cane zone. And that's how the first 20 minutes will come to a close. Carolina down 3-0. Jordan Stahl will talk about what he saw here in this first period with our Hannah Yates coming up when we go after 20. We'll also find out what Shane Willis had to say about this first period as we'll go after 20 with Hannah and Shane. And Tripp will have the highlights coming up from the first period. Not the start the Canes wanted. Down 3-0 after 1.
Rev up your engines at Apex Racing Lab, the Triangle's largest sim racing destination. Experience the ultimate thrill with 16 cutting-edge simulators, expert instructors, and world-class virtual tracks. Apex Racing Lab brings the adrenaline-pumping world of sim racing to life. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro, you can race friends and family for fun or join a competitive league. Ready to race? Head to Apex Racing Lab in Cary's McGregor Village in Greater Raleigh and unleash your racing passion. Learn more at apexracinglab.com.
He's setting up to play at Penn Station East Coast Subs.
Can I get a 6-inch hot grilled Italian sub?
He shoots.
Should I grab a bag of chips?
Nope. All our subs come with fresh cut fries.
He scores!
Everybody wins at Penn Station East Coast Subs with hot grilled subs for pickup or delivery. Fresh cut fries. 5 convenient Triangle locations. You're set up for a great meal any day when you do it the Penn Station way. Check out the menu and order online today at penn-station.com.
John is in a hot tub on his vacation. He earned 20,000 points by spending $2,000 with his Navy Federal Credit Union More Rewards card. To be clear, you don't have to vacation in a hot tub to redeem this offer. But John did, because the bubbles make him happy. Right now, you can earn 20,000 points when you spend $2,000 in the first 90 days. Offer ends January 1st, 2026. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA. Visit NavyFederal.org for details.
Adam Gold inside Lenovo Center. 7:40 actually was the scheduled opening puck drop. I'm not sure the Hurricanes got that memo. Canes absolutely manhandled by the Devils in the first period. 3-0. Dawson Mercer, Timo Meyer, Steph Nason with the goals. Carolina, very culpable in a lot of ways. Pyotr Kochetkov, kind of like a baby deer all over the place, playing a little bit nervous. The Hurricanes have not helped him out. And this has been a total team meltdown. First goal, Dmitry Orlov and Jalen Chatfield behind the net. Orlov physical on Eric Halla. Andrei Svechnikov is there, but he's not there. Dawson Mercer sweeps in, gets the puck, gets it back to Brett Pesce. There's an initial shot that is stopped by Kochetkov. Puck comes back out to Pesce, whose shot goes off of Dawson Mercer, caroms in. Didn't even hit his stick, looked like it hit his leg. I'm not sure Mercer was in front of the goal either. It looked like that shot might have gone wide. Anyway, another turnover. Jacob Slavin turns it over to Brett Pesce. He gets the puck to Timo Meyer. In between the circles, he beats Kochetkov to the glove side low. It's 2-0, and then right after a Devils power play expires, Steph Nason in front. Shot from Simon Nemec, the Game 3 hero in double overtime. His shot is deflected by Nason, and over top of Kochetkov, it is 3-0. Carolina being dominated on the shot chart. It's actually 13-9, doesn't look as bad, but according to naturalstattrick.com, the Devils have 11 high-danger scoring chances to Carolina's 0, although I think they have 1 laid on. Still, got to get better in the second period, 40 minutes of hockey to play. We'll take a break, we'll come back, and listen to highlights next.
Look what we have here. It's the refreshing deliciousness of a Pepsi mini can. It's the perfect complement to any meal. The dash of indulgence your day was dreaming of. The sip that'll have you singing Pepsi.
Nope, not again, Steve. Let's take a cue from the Pepsi mini can and pack all that awesomeness you're feeling into a much smaller treat for everyone. Deal?
So, big awesomeness, smaller size. I think I've got just the thing.
Pepsi mini can. Mini can, big taste.
To us, every moment matters. Moments of quiet perseverance and loud celebrations. Starting moments and the moments that make us feel unstoppable. We're here to help you be present for them all. UNC Health is dedicated to getting you back to what you...
We're in trouble. Down 3-0 at the first intermission. I may have accidentally jinxed that. Coming to life. So, I'm sorry to all the Canes fans that I, let's just say, accidentally talking about me being salty kind of made them, play bad, but well, we got a long way to go in this, but gotta start scoring.
You love. Faster, stronger, and healthier. Official healthcare provider of the Carolina Hurricanes.
Doesn't the North Carolina Education Lottery Winners Club give the best massages?
I've never felt so relaxed.
Thanks to this month's scratch-offs, this is our life now.
It's like winning again and again and again.
This month's scratch-offs pack over $150 million in total prizes. The Winners Club awaits. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning range from 1 to 3.8 to 9.88. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
Oh, we got highlights here on the Lenovo Intermission Report. I am Adam Gold. 3-0 Devils after 1. Highlights are brought to you by Kia. 3:46 in. Devils win a battle behind the net. Dawson Mercer gets the puck back out top. And then a scramble ensues and chaos.
Halla, he is rubbed out on the boards there by Orlov. Devils will keep it in. Pesce's drive out in front. Rebounds there. Kochetkov keeps it out. Still available. Back to Pesce. His shot ricochets and they'll score. And New Jersey grabs the early lead in this one. A shot from Pesce.
Hear that? I really don't want to hear that. I don't give a fuck about New Jersey. I'm sorry. I'm just It's hard for me to say that this is going to happen, and then it happens.
There was traffic out front. It's 1-0 Devils.
And it goes off of Dawson Mercer, who looked like he was wide of the net. Minute 45 later, Jacob Slavin turns the puck over to Brett Pesce, and the rest is no good.
Now Pesce makes another move and they'll score! And it's Timo Meier who rips it to the glove side, and it's 2-0 New Jersey. 5.5 minutes into this one.
Carolina would take a penalty. Immediately after the power play expires, Simon Nemitz from the blue line, Steph Nason in front.
Up top, 4 seconds left here, and the man advantage for New Jersey. Nemitz with it. He gets a shot through, and it'll score. The power play expired, but it gets through Kochetkov. And at 10:05 left in the first, it's 3-0 New Jersey.
Save on oh no, we have more. We do have Andrei Svechnikov, who did get the memo. He actually had a good first period. Nearly gets one back here.
Now the Canes can get numbers. Svechnikov coming in on the backhand. He'll stop. Spin, trying to get a shot through. Blocked out in front. Puck still loose. Canes whack at it, and it'll find its way to Tatar. Svechnikov has created 2 good looks here. Now he's got to come out of the New Jersey zone.
Save on trimmers, sprayers, and more. Plus get free battery offers by shopping online or at participating local steel dealers for a limited time while supplies last. Walt Ruff has all the answers. We'll get them next.
Hey everyone, Adnan and Verk here to talk about our great podcast, NHL Unscripted with Verk and Demers.
Jason Demers here. After playing 700 NHL games, it turns out I have an opinion or two. Whoever's saying trade one of them, you don't know anything about hockey. I'm on the bandwagon. I'm rooting for this team. With new guests every week, we will talk about hockey and more.
Can't wait till you watch the movie because it's the biggest award of her career.
He went into the cheetah exhibit. The cheetah took a piece out of him, and he came into the ring the next day.
Tune in to NHL Unscripted with Verk and Demers, the iHeartRadio app, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's